Good morning, good evening, good day, or good afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you. Hi, how are you? So I got a bunch of new makeup from Sephora, CVS, and just Colourpop, and I filmed a review of the Colourpop Candyland collection, and there was something wrong with the computer, so it wouldn't upload, and it completely deleted it. So I'm sorry you guys didn't get to see that, but today I thought we would play around with some new makeup. I already put on some primer. I put on primer on my lids too. I've used the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. I just put on the Colourpop Land shade King Candy on my lids. The new stuff that I got from Sephora is the Kaja Bento Box in Chocolate Dahlia and the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes. It smells like peaches. I love this. This is going away soon though. It's on sale for 50% off, so I would get it while you can. And I got this as a little gift from Sephora. It's Milk Makeup little things. I got their Kush mascara I've never tried before, their cream and lip and cheek whatever blush thing, and their hydro primer. Not trying that yet. I want to try these some other time. And I got these two new bronzers from CVS. This is the Milani Silky Matte Sunkissed. This is the City Bronzer in the shade 100. This is way too light for me, and I didn't even realize it until I got home and already swatched it. So I'm not sure if CVS will take it back. I'm not sure if when I'm paler in December this will work. But yeah, let's get into trying some new stuff. I am going to go into Candy Crush right there. It is one of the sequin formulas of Colourpop, which means it's a matte with some shimmer in it. It works just the same as a matte. Some people like it, some people don't. I don't mind it. There we go. Going to put it right there in the crease to try and deepen it up a bit. Not too much, just, oh, that's very light. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but it wasn't that. This is a very pastel palette. They released it a couple of weeks ago, and it feels like it should have been a spring release, but it probably would have been if it weren't for COVID shutting down the Colourpop store. Putting it on the other eye now, because what I do to that eye, I do to this eye. That was very light. I'm not sure if I like... It's a very pastel palette. It's very light and springy. But right now I'm looking for a bit of a darker look. So I think that was a nice base laydown with this palette. I love this palette, by the way. I would get it if I were you. It's very nice. It's more of a springtime palette, like I said like 3 times now. It's very nice. I would now like to get into the Just Peachy Mattes. I think I'll go into this berry tone down here called Pink Sangria. Take it on that same brush. Bring up my Colourpop Mirror and work just a little bit at a time. Right there, just softly building it up. Blending it a little with the brush as I go, even though this isn't a blending brush. Putting it, tucking that into that corner, taking my blending brush and blending it even more so it's all very cohesive. My apologies if I seem a little rushed or off today. My computer has been not being nice to me today, and I don't know, it's just been one of those days. I feel very off. I don't really feel like myself, so I'm sorry if I don't seem as cheerful or as myself as normal, but I'm okay, I promise. Cleaned my room for you guys. I know you can't notice because, you know, it's clean, so you don't know what it looks like normally, but I can promise you it's like a disaster zone. I got a new computer, by the way, and this is my room, so I'm filming in a different area. I forgot to say it in my most recent video that will hopefully upload, fingers crossed. But yeah, my parents were very kind and they both chipped in and got this for me and I am working it off with them 20 hours for both this week and next week and the upcoming weeks. Yeah. Anyways, so I am gonna go into chocolate dipped, and we're just gonna take a tiny bit. Go back to the other mirror because I'm weird about mirrors. I just got some on my Band-Aid. And just lightly get that in there. Just like a little V. Blending that out. Go in again because some of the eyeshadow got off on my Band-Aid. So now I will put more on. Oh yes, that's better. More pigmented. Just tucking it in there. And blending it out. And of course, like I said before, what we do to this side, we do to this side. So now, already took more of that chocolate dip shade and just slightly tucking it in. And blending it out. Has school started for anyone yet? School's starting for me in about 2 weeks. I'm very sad. I'm going to be missing my all-time favorite season, which is fall in Seattle. I go to college up there, and they have a wonderful fall season. I love it. I love the way that the leaves change, and it just doesn't do that like down here in California. It's still hot. Leaves don't change. There's not a lot of rain. I am a rain girl. Which is part of why I love Seattle so much. But we will make do. I know there's not a lot going on for Halloween because of quarantine. That being said, nothing will stop me from dressing up and doing my makeup for it. I have loved Halloween my whole life. When I was little, the day after Halloween, I would plan out my next costume for the next Halloween. I loved it that much. I'm not sure I like any of the shimmers in the Candy Castle palette for this look, and there are no shimmers in the Too Faced palette for this look. So I want to take this shimmer from the Kaja Bento Beauty Box, but it's too light for all over the lid with the dark eye that I just did. So I am going to take my Colourpop Baby Got Peach palette, and I will take the Glaze It shade right here, just on my finger, and tap that on the eye. Oh, that's more pigmented than I expected. Oh, I always forget how pigmented the Colourpop shadows are, specifically when you put them on with your finger. Then I'm going to take my blending brush and just merge the shimmer with the rest of my eye. Finally, take my finger, go into the Kaja Bento box, get that shimmer on there. I'm not sure if you can see that. It looks way warm because of my lamp, but it's not a warm orangey color. And just press that right there. It's not the most amazing shimmer formula. It's not like Colourpop or Anastasia, Beverly Hills, but you know what? I like it. I like it a lot. I recently really got into that bento box thing, and I don't like neutrals, but I looked at it and I thought, hey, maybe this is a good way for me to make myself get into neutrals, and boy, was I right, because I want to play with that all the time. And it's just the packaging. Like, these, don't get me wrong, these are pretty shadows. They are. But they're neutrals and they're slightly boring, but it's this packaging. It makes me want to play with it all the time. I'm not wearing foundation today. I haven't been wearing a lot of foundation or concealer or anything lately because, I don't know, I go through spurts where I get into it more and then when I get into it less. And right now I'm just into it less. So I'm just going to leave my skin the way it is. I am going to get into some bronzer though. I want to try and see if this will work for my skin. It might be too light. Let's see. Is that too light? I don't know. In person it looks too light, but on screen it looks fine. So I'm going to take this brush, the Essence bronzing, well, it's a blush brush, but I use it for bronzer. I'm going to need to get rid of this soon though because the bristles keep coming off. Just gonna... Is that showing up? Is it looking too yellow? I think it's looking kind of yellow in the monitor. And it's not really showing up here either. I want to go with the light one first before I try the darker one. Yeah, it looks, maybe it's my light, but it looks too yellow to me. So now I'm going to go into the Milani Silky Matte in the shade Sun-Kissed. This one smells good. Can you open, please? It smells kind of like chocolate and coconut. And there's this weird thing about it that makes me think that there's something underneath, but there isn't, and I just completely dug my nail into the packaging on accident trying to open it. Okay, so I'll take that same brush, go, tap off the excess. Oh yeah, that's a bronzer. That's a bronzer for me. Yeah, the other one honestly did nothing. Bronzers both work fine, don't get me wrong, they're perfect, they're wonderful, but the City bronzer is just too light, and that's my only gripe with it. I picked the wrong color. So now I'm going to take my MAC Sweet Vision Magic Dust Powder Blush on my cheeks. I don't want to use the Milk Makeup stuff yet, specifically because I don't want to use the mascara yet, because I have a thing about using one mascara at a time. I don't like using multiple at a time because they dry out quicker, and I like having things on standby. So that's going to be my one on standby for when my L'Oreal Bambi Eye mascara dries up and is gone. For now, I'm going to use this. It's very pigmented, so you got to be careful with it. I'm not even sure if they sell this anymore. This was part of their limited edition Christmas Nutcracker collection, and I love it. I'm now going to take the Candy Crush color on this little brush here, and I want to put it underneath my eyes. It smells like candy, and it makes my brushes smell like candy forever after I use them. I need to wash my brushes. Just doing that. Gonna blend it out. Then I'm gonna take crease brush, go into Peach Sangria, which was the berry tone that I used. Put that there. I feel like this ties the look together when I do it. Blend that out. Please excuse the funny faces I make when I do this. Same brush, going into the deep dark chocolate dipped. Putting that right there. Closer to the lash line and bringing it up just a little bit. Then blending that out. Now for what ties a look all together, in my opinion, mascara. Using the L'Oreal Bambi Eyes mascara. Didn't realize I didn't get just straight black. This is black brown. But, you know, either way, still does the job. And again, please ignore the funny faces I will make while I try to put this on my lashes. This is lipstick, and that is the very last piece before I put on my setting spray. And I'm wondering if I should do the Colourpop Aerial lipstick or the ABH Peachy lipstick. I feel like they're both very similar in shade. At least I thought they were. I think I'll go with the ABH one. I don't have a lot of lip liners, so I usually just... Oh, that's dry. I forgot how dry this is. Oh, oh, my poor lips. They're already very dry today. Okay. Got the Wet n Wild Natural Finish setting spray. I don't like how it spits out at you, the spray. It works well, it just spits. But I needed a setting spray quick, so. And there we have it, folks. That is my look for the day with the new products. I like the Just Peachy Mattes. I love the Kaja Bento Box. I mean, the quality is great, but also the packaging has caught my heart. I love the Candy Castle palette. I love the bronzers. I would love the City bronzer if it wasn't too light on me. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye!